So what are the real long-term effects of watching porn on the brain? Is porn that bad? Should we really be that worried? Or, should we quit immediately? Well, when I found out these effects on the brain, I quit. I did whatever I could to discover how to quit porn because it was like a cancer was spreading in my brain each time I watched porn. After I learned what it does to your brain, I was like, fuck that. That's it. I'm not watching it again. And of course, I did watch it again after that. But from that moment on, I made it my mission to make the best porn quitting strategy so that I could quit, right? And that's the same strategy I teach people today. And it's been successful with every single one of the guys I've taught. But what are the long-term effects of watching porn? What are they? Number one, I'm just going to list you some of them. And after watching this, you should be thinking, right, how the fuck do you quit porn? Because I'm not doing this shit anymore. Number one, you might have heard it before, but you just become shit with women. You're anxious, you're weird, you're not attracting any good quality women. You're not attracting any women really when you're addicted to porn, because the only interaction in your day that you have with women is porn. When that happens, the only time you see a chick is when they're naked. She has no idea who you are, she's through a screen, and you're jacking off to her like a loser. In this dirty, creepy, dark energy, you're like, oh, I hope no one walks in on me, oh, stay in secret. And it's just weird, right? Imagine a bird's eye view looking down at what you're doing. You'd be like, oh God, what is that, right? That's the only time you see a woman during the day. You're not having actual social interaction, speaking to them like normal human beings. You're watching them through pixels on a screen and jacking off to them. So obviously, when you do eventually speak to a woman, because it is going to happen, in whatever situation it is, you have no idea how to speak to her. And not only that, when you're speaking to her, your brain is going to be so overly sexualized that when you're talking to her, you're just going to get flashes of images of her being naked or another naked girl. Imagine the energy you're going to bring, or the aura you're going to bring when you're speaking to her, and boom, a nude picture of her pops up in your head. And what this is doing to your brain is thinking, your brain is like, oh wow, this girl's naked in front of us. She must want to have sex with us. That's what your brain thinks, because it's just seen her naked, right? In her brain, she's thinking, right, this guy's weird, I want to leave. So she's on one end here, she doesn't like you. You're on the complete other end, your brain thinks you're about to fuck her, right? And you can see how this weird dynamic is. You're just going to be coming off as creepy, weird, awkward. There's so many reasons why porn makes you shit with women. This is one of them. So that's the effect it has on your brain. The less you watch porn, the better you become with women, because you stop caring what people think, number one. And number two, the only time you see girls is when you're speaking to them, not when you're seeing them through a pixelated screen, jacking off to them. Number two, your self-esteem, your confidence, your energy, just the way you see yourself goes down the bin when you watch porn. Because your brain, you yourself, everything about you knows you cannot get girls, so you have to watch porn to fulfill your sexual desires, right? You know that. You can lie and think, oh, look at all these bad bitches I'm getting. You're not getting any. You don't know how to speak to girls, so you have to watch porn. And this is the reality for most guys. It's not just you. It was for me as well. It's for 99% of guys, teenagers, in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, all guys. They're all losers. And they don't get girls, so they have to watch porn. That's why they get addicted to it, right? And you can trick your brain all you want, but the truth will always come out. Your brain knows you're a loser. Simple as that. And each time you jack off, your brain is reinformed that, right, yeah, this guy's a loser. I thought maybe he wasn't. No, he's a loser. He's watching porn again. When you keep doing this, you're just increasing your loser power, right? In video games, you get stats. Like you get strength, this, that. When you watch porn, your stats for being a loser keeps going up. So eventually, your brain just is like, this guy's a complete and utter dork watching porn all the time. So what does this mean? Well, it's going to make you shy. It's going to make you allow disrespect. It's going to make you anxious. It's going to make you hate yourself, disrespect yourself, feel depressed, feel anxious, have low testosterone, have a low drive to do anything, because it thinks you're a loser. If your brain thought you were a winner, it's going to flood you with testosterone. It's going to make you confident. It's going to kill your anxiety away. But when your brain thinks you're a loser and a complete weirdo, you're going to feel like one, because that's what your brain thinks you are. So each time you watch porn, That's the reason you're anxious all the time. No confidence. You care about what people think, why you feel like a loser, why you don't even love yourself or respect yourself. When you don't love or respect yourself, you think a girl is going to love you? You think a guy is going to respect you? No, it doesn't happen. This is why you get bullied or picked on or whatever. Because you watch porn, because it's fucking up your mind. You can see all these reasons why porn is cancerous and you need to quit right now. This is why I make these videos. And this is, when I realised all this, I was like, right, I'm quitting. That's it. I'm not living like a loser anymore, hating my life, because the amount of guys that are going to kill themselves over porn addiction is crazy, right? Before I tell you the other disgusting effects, literally disgusting, if you're on the full system on how I quit porn quickly, top link below, there's a huge discount, the price is going up soon. If you want to change your life like everyone else down there, click it, quit porn, learn how to get girls, there's a section in there, and I'll see you inside. The next reason that porn fucks up your brain is probably the most disgusting. The one that, when I discovered it, I was like, right, no more porn. Porn turns you into a cook. If you don't know what a cook is, it's a mental condition that some guys have where they enjoy watching their woman get ploughed by another man, right? Their woman is in their wife. The woman they love, they enjoy watching her be with other men, right? It's a fetish for them. It's cook, if you don't know what it is. And you're probably thinking, like me, that's disgusting. That's probably the most disgusting thing a man can think of about his woman, right? However, every time you watch porn, you're conditioning your mind to be a cook. You're getting one step closer each time you watch porn to becoming that weird cook. You're probably thinking, well, not me. Well, think about it. What is porn? You're watching, you're in the corner, you're jacking off, you're not involved in the activity. You're watching the woman you want, the woman you're attracted to, get pounded by another man, right? Another naked dude is pounding the woman you want. And not only are you watching it, you're touching yourself, you're enjoying it. It's disgusting. This is literally what a cook is, right? I think this is why the government push porn so much, because they want us weak, they want us to be cooks. That's a separate topic, but every time you watch porn, you're literally turning yourself into a cook. You know, in the hotel room, when there's always a chair in the corner facing the bed, you're going to end up in that chair one day if you keep jacking off. This was the wake-up call. I was like, I do not want to be a cook. That is disgusting, because one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, oh, what if my woman was with another guy? That's kind of exciting. One day you'll wake up and think that, and you probably think that day will never come. It will, trust me, because if you keep watching porn, if in 5, 10, 15 years, whenever it will happen, you'll wake up one day and be like, let's experiment this. And that's when your head's just completely gone, right? That's what's going to happen if you keep watching porn. That's why I make these videos, because porn is just completely disgusting. You're going to hate yourself. You're just going to, like, you'll have no confidence. You'll be a cook. You'll be anxious all the time. One more thing porn does to your brain is it kills your desire to be a man. You see some people full of testosterone. Let's say Andrew Tate. Maybe you don't like him, whatever. But he's full of testosterone. He's full of energy, motivation, drive, high discipline. All these things that have made him rich and successful. He works all day, then he works out, gains muscle easily, he's not fat. All these things come from testosterone. When you watch porn, right, do you think you're increasing your testosterone? Bearing in mind your testosterone is literally in your balls, it's your semen. When you're releasing that out to a fucking tissues, to some random chick on the internet who has no idea who you are, when you're just releasing that out, do you think your testosterone's going up? Or do you think you're voluntarily killing your testosterone? That's what happens. Why do you think when you watch porn, your energy goes away, your desire, your motivation, you just want to go to sleep, you just want to lay there like a weirdo and eat some pizza? Because your testosterone is just cut in half completely. If you see cows or bulls, whatever, before they get their balls chopped off, they're pounding all the other cow women, whatever, acting tough, manly, running around fighting. When they get their balls chopped off, I don't know why, but they get the balls chopped off. When their testosterone disappears, they are not the same cow anymore, or bull. They just sit in the corner, sleep all day. When another bull comes along, they're scared, they're timid, they don't have sex with the other cows. This may seem weird, but this is the same thing as watching porn. You're voluntarily chopping your balls off pretty much, killing your testosterone, your desire to do anything. So do not expect to become successful ever in your life, or rich, or happy, or confident, or charismatic, or anything with women, success, money, whatever, if you're still watching porn. I needed someone to tell me this because I always wanted success, but don't ever expect it if you're watching porn. Seriously. I want you to be successful. I want to be successful. Quit porn. That's your first step. Because once I quit, I have all the energy and desire in the world to make money, go to the gym, be more confident, do all these things. Completely different person to when I watched porn. I had no desire to do it. I wanted to be rich, of course. I had no desire to do it. But when you wake up every single day full of energy to make money, the work becomes fun. That's the biggest benefit of having testosterone. Even if I don't become rich from this, the work is fun. Going to the gym is fun. Even if I never built muscle, the work is fun in the gym. You want this life. You'll be happy 24/7 and you will become successful. Simple as that. All this comes when you quit porn. That's why I make these videos so much. I know I will be successful one day and rich and whatever because I quit porn. That's the first step. Get girls, get money, be happy, stop being anxious and hating your life. Learn how to quit porn. Look at all my other videos. I teach you exactly how I did it. But if you want faster results and learn all my secrets, top link below. Huge discount. Check it out now before the price goes up. And there's also a bonus section on how to get girls, attract them, whatever, because that becomes easy when you quit porn. I hope this helped. If it did, subscribe. Goodbye.